What it is, what it is, what's the deal, people? Hope all are doing well. You're having a blessed day, afternoon, or evening whenever you come across this reading. You already know if you're watching with a good heart and good intentions, you're blessed and protected. But if you're watching with any ill will or mal intentions or evil lies, go blind 144,000 times. Instantly, quickly, swiftly, you will feel the effects of all hexes and curses and spells that you project. And if you are siphoning my energy or anybody else's energy from this reading, you will receive karma. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, because you reap what you sow. For Bible so low. Don't do to others what you wouldn't want them to done unto you or your family. Stop being a crusty, crabby, raggedy Ann and Andy ass, miserable, bitter ass business, and go hear yourself. What it is, people? What it is? So we're gonna do a quick reading before I get into whatever I'm gonna get into today. You gonna tap in? But I already feel my underarms are sweating, so there is somebody in my energy that is nervous. But we're not even going to tap into my energy. We're going to do a collective energy. Well, look at that. Look at all that sweat under my pit. Shit's crazy. So somebody is definitely nervous in my energy. And I ain't doing nothing. I'm just sitting here looking at some stuff. Replying to emails and shit. But we're going to tap in. And we're going to see. Collective, you already know. This could be your energy. This could be my energy. This could be somebody else's timeline. Only take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't make anything stick or it's going to make you sick. I'm going to bang this bell to remove, block, and rebuke all negative energies, entities, evil eyes sent to my home, my place, my space, and out of my face, including yours. Let's get it started. Ha! I can't do nothing about the noise in the background because they're doing construction in the buildings. So, you're just going to have to deal just like I'm dealing. So we're going to see what we're going to get out of this energy. Collective. Let's see. Angels, ancestors, spirits of the divine. White light. Light attribute only. Spells is blocked because you got spiritual protection cleanse. Some spells is blocked because you spiritually cleansed yourself. Protected yourself. You practicing your craft. Spells is blocked because you out here practicing your craft. Is your destiny. You in your calling. Shit is annoying. Let's see. What is the message for the collective? Trust the process. The message is trust the process. So collective, you gotta trust some type of process, or you trusted the process. Stay calm, don't respond. You trust the process and you're staying calm and you're not responding because you won, enemies defeated. So you trusted the process. You stood calm, you didn't respond, and you won. You defeated some type of enemies. Look, the spells is blocked because you're having a spiritual awakening and somebody got exposed. So you trusted the process, collective. You didn't respond, I guess, the way somebody wanted you to respond. You stood calm. You were meditating. You kept on climbing that mountain. And you were focused, balanced, and grounded. You stood calm. And because you stood calm and didn't respond, you made it to the top of that mountain that you were climbing in the first card. And I guess you trusted a process that whatever spell work that is being sent to you would be blocked. Somebody could have been sending you a spell work to make you sick. This is like viruses. But you were going through a spiritual awakening. And because you were going through a spiritual awakening, these spells got blocked and somebody got exposed. A masculine and feminine energy, or masculine and feminine energy, or feminine and masculine energy got exposed. Or somebody pretending to be something that they're not got exposed. Like I said, somebody pretending to be something that they're not. Confirmation with identity theft. And they being nosy, poking around. Collective, this is somebody that committed some type of identity theft to you. And they being exposed because you're on the right track. You're an old soul. You're on the right track. You're an old soul. You're a wounded warrior. And you're about to be the first millionaire in your family. And whatever they were sending, collective, this energy got returned right back to them. You survived the unsurvivable. So you trusted the process. You're on the right track. You're an old soul. You're about to be you're a wounded warrior. About to be the first millionaire in your family. These spells was blocked. We're going to rearrange this. This card, I'm just showing you. There's a card popping up. So we're going to pull it on camera. There's a few cards popping up. Let's start with the one in the back. We got gang, stalking, and spying. Neighbors. And the one that's popping up is beyond time. I split the deck. We got wanted, revenge, and God said no. Gaslight and ghosted. Let's get one more row. I just heard leave that for the index cards. Okay, look, flip-floppy energy. Somebody's in flip-floppy energy. So collective, you trusted some type of process. You stood calm. You didn't. And whatever mountain that you were climbing, like I said, the first three cards. You're climbing up some type of mountain. You're climbing up some type of mountain. You didn't respond. You trusted the process. You didn't respond to something, and you won. Enemies defeated. The first three cards is saying that you defeated the enemy. You made it to the top of that mountain. It's letting you know that whatever they were sending you is blocked because you were going through a spiritual awakening. And while they was sending you spell work, while they're sending you spell work, you were going through a spiritual awakening. They were getting exposed. So they were sending you spell work while you were going through some type of spiritual awakening. And while they were sending you spell work while you were going through a spiritual awakening, they got exposed in the process. This is somebody that committed some type of identity theft. Could have been pretending to be you. And they be a nosy poking around because they see that you're on the right track. They see that you're on the right track. This is somebody that was pretending to be you. Trying to be you. Committed some identity theft. Yeah, you're an old soul. You're a wounded warrior. And you have survived the unsurvivable. You survived all this spell work, these spells that they were sending you. You survived the unsurvivable. You're a wounded warrior going through a spiritual awakening, and you're on the right track, and this energy has been returned back to your enemies. Spells, block, and energy be returned. You're going through a spiritual awakening, and you're about to be this first millionaire in your family. And they being exposed, and they gang stalking you and spying on you. You could have a neighbor that had committed some identity theft. Because this is landing on our neighbor. And they nosy poking around. They want a revenge, and God said no. You're on the right track. Somebody could have been trying to gaslight you and ghost you off the right track, trying to get you off your track. This is somebody that's being in flip-floppy energy. So I'm guessing you resonate with this reading. Good, good. So collective, these people are getting exposed. Your neighbors are getting exposed. You can have some neighbors involved in this. Yeah, it's about to be a bloodbath. There's about to be this bloodbath. You survived some type of bloodbath. Somebody was trying to put you in. Yeah, you're a light worker. Collective, there's about to be a bloodbath. You're an old soul, wounded warrior. You're a light worker. Somebody was trying to put a light worker in a bloodbath. Somebody was trying to put you in some serious danger, collective. Yeah, now they're getting evicted. They're getting evicted. They wanted to put you in a bloodbath, collective. But you survived the unsurvivable. Somebody was trying to get you removed off your premises. Somebody was trying to get you unground you. Yeah, but you have this Mulan energy. You're a warrior, wounded warrior. You fight the battles. You fight for your kingdom. Mulan in the Disney character was a female who dressed up, who pretended to be a male so that she could join the war, so she could help her father fight the battle. Help her father defeat the battle against their enemies. So you have no problem putting on that armor, collective, and fighting with the rest of them. They're having an undesired outcome. Spying, gang stalking you, identity theft, sending you spell work, trying to put you in this bloodbath. They're getting an undesired outcome. This identity theft, this undesired outcome is landing under the neighbors. Yeah, alchemy. They were doing alchemy. They were doing magic. They were doing spell work. They could have been trying to get you evicted, and now they're getting evicted. Hey, somebody trying to block my throat now. Oh, you don't want this message to be exposed, to be said, but I'm still going to do it. So you out here doing spell work, and you in flip-floppy energy now because of it. An ex-friend is involved. So you got a neighbors and ex-friend. So you got an ex-friend and your neighbors that involved, that were doing some type of spell work, and these spells is blocked. Yeah, they were doing this for a social status. You could have a light worker social. You could have a social status, collective. You could have an account. You could have some type of online presence. Yeah, they're getting evicted. They're getting bad news. This ex-friend is getting bad news. They did something for a social status. Now they're getting evicted. These neighbors, this ex-friend. Yeah, time magic. They were doing something with time. That's right. Get that documentation. Facts. Get them documented. Facts. Get them. Yup. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. They were messing with time. They were doing some time magic. Maybe they were trying to slow time down. Delay time. Because they damn sure can't stop time. So they bit the hand that fed them. So they bit the hand that fed them, collective. So somebody that could have been helping them, they bit the hand that fed them. A father related. Wow. Look at that. There's no coincidences. They bit the hand that fed them. A father related. They could have been a father figure that was helping them with this alchemy. Alchemy, father related. Undesired outcome, bit the hand that fed them. They were getting help from a father figure. Either a neighbor this neighbors or an ex-friend was getting help from their father to do some spell work on you and commit identity theft. And somebody passed away in the process. There was a bloodbath. Somebody passed away, a bloodbath. Somebody passed away, an ex-friend. Maybe this ex-friend could have passed away because it was a bloodbath. This ex-friend could have passed away because of what they did, or somebody connected to this ex-friend passed away. Somebody passed away. Somebody you work with, somebody they work with. Somebody you work with passed away. Somebody passed away, somebody you work with. Somebody you work with could have passed away. Somebody's strange smell. This is somebody that has a strange smell. They're getting evicted. They're getting bad news and they have a strange smell. Somebody stinks. Uncle related. Somebody could have been working with an uncle related. Your uncle related. So you got a father related, uncle related. They stink. They were rebelling and challenging authority and they're getting an undesired outcome. Upstairs neighbors, I'm so done. This might be my energy, collective, unless you're dealing with an upstairs neighbor problem. But if you're not dealing with an upstairs neighbor problem, this definitely might be my energy. And it's saying that the upstairs neighbors were doing alchemy with a father related and an uncle related and an old school friend. And they committed identity theft. It says the neighbors committed identity theft. Murder for hire. Murder for hire, collective. They were out here trying to kill you, kill me, unalive you, a bunch of old hags. Murder for hire. They aging rapidly because they're getting exposed. They wake up and go to sleep doing spell work. They ignorant. A dysfunctional family that was trying to unalive you or unalive me. I'm going to still read this as a collective energy, but upstairs neighbor came out. So I don't know if anybody's dealing with an upstairs neighbor problem, but I'm dealing with an upstairs neighbor problem. So I resonate with this. So this is saying that my upstairs neighbor is working with their father related, or a father related to them, some type of father figure, uncle related, father figure related to them. Their dysfunctional ass family. And an old school friend could be my old school friend or their old school friend, but most likely it's an old school friend of mine from the past or of yours. Again, your energy or mine. And they were doing spell work on me and you. Whoever resonates with this energy of having an upstairs neighbor, because we got neighbors coming out right here in the first deck. And then it's saying specific what neighbor it is. The upstairs neighbor. Upstairs neighbor. Alchemy. Father related. Upstairs neighbors. I just heard repick. A mother related. Old hags. A mother, a father, an uncle. It's the end of the road. Fear of risk because they didn't want to change. They have a fear of risk. They're a bunch of frauds. They're a fraud. Even though this word is probably backwards on the screen, but they're a fraud. Where we is at 20 minutes. So collective, you have some neighbors. That's the first energy that came out. You have some neighbors that are getting an undesired outcome. And one of the neighbors that's getting an undesired outcome is the upstairs neighbors that are working with a father related and a mother related and an uncle related. And they're also working with an old school friend. And now they in flip-floppy energy because they're being exposed for the spell work they have done to you. They were trying to get you ghosted and go. They were trying to get you off your track, but you're on the right track. These people wanted some type of revenge, but God said no. They have sent you this energy and it has been being returned back. You have survived the unsurvivable, so God only knows what they have been sending you. But these people are getting evicted. Collective. Yes, they is. I feel like I should pluck a little bit more. Yeah, they attacked you out of spite, collective. They were trying to unalive you and attack you out of spite for no reason. Yeah, and they kept doing this over and over again. Repeated offense. It was a risky move doing this shit. Yeah, now they caught the federal case. See, I knew I should have plucked more. They ignorant, they're fraud, and they caught a federal case. Now the feds is on them. They got FBI on their ass. Now, you got FBI on your ass now. I'm not even going to pluck no more. I'm going to leave it there. If you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me if this reading resonated with your energy. Any amount is appreciated. But we're going to leave it here. I'm not even going to pluck anymore because there's no point. I really feel like this is my energy. And I'm so tired of continuing to tap into this energy. And I'm in a mood today. I'm not even going to lie. So these people wanted to unalive you for no reason. Not for no reason. Because you're about to be the first millionaire in your family. You're about to come into a lot of money, a lot of abundance. So this dysfunctional family thought that they were going to take this risky move and do spell work day and night over and over and over again to unalive you. But you survived whatever they were trying to do. Now God is about to have them in this bloodbath that they wanted for you, collective. They being exposed, these spells is blocked, and they being returned. And you've won the first three cards. The first card, the third card was you won an enemy defeated. So you already won from the moment that this reading started. This battle was already won the moment this reading started. You won enemies defeated. They have a federal case, and now they in flip-floppy energy. Because look, they've been guilty. They've been caught. Right after this, somebody has the gift of gab. Smooth talker. Somebody that has the gift of gab is in flip. Somebody that has the gift of gab that was a smooth talker is in flip-floppy energy because they're guilty. They caught. They don't have no hope. This could be a dirty cop or police that was trying to blackmail you. This could be a feminine energy. Listen, it's a friend turned enemy that self-sabotaged themselves. So confirmation. So you got a friend that self-sabotaged themselves. Could be a feminine energy, a friend that turned enemy, feminine, that was out here trying to blackmail you. They're dirty cop police and feminine and flip-flop energy, and they've been guilty caught. They have no faith. They lost their hope, but they go on to jail. Because this Truman shit show is over. It's time to exit the matrix. Look, your illusions. You can't grow together if you don't go together. Yeah, it's time for you to get back to you again, collective, because you're an empath, you're a healer. Yeah, they've been guilty. They've been caught. They got a federal case and you won. So trust me, you're going to get your money back, collective. Yeah, they were warned. They have a difficult time ahead. They were out here catfishing and stalking you to see if you were going to get into some type of accident, because they was trying to sit there and take what was yours. But you're getting good luck. You got Dharma on your side. You got Dharma. Good, nothing but good luck on your side. Yeah, you have no idea how important you are. You're very important, collective. And these are a bunch of soulless beings. They don't have no soul. Look, everything new, prepare. You're about to get everything new, prepare yourself. Yeah, they did this over money. Because you're about to get something new. They trying to run, running in the reverse. They trying to run, but they can't. They got no protection, protection in reverse. They're not getting no help, no response. Because they guilty, they caught. Yeah, there's a lot of talking shit, slandering, gossiping. People are talking about them. Yeah, this black magic, voodoo, brujeria is in the reverse. You are outcast, a black sheep, a generational curse breaker. You broke some type of curse. You were divinely guided to do this. You were led down the right path. Yeah, and people are talking about this. Yeah, that this evil eye is in the reverse. Yeah, they try to curse and hex you. The government official involved that was involved. So this is a dirty cop. This government official involved, this dirty cop, one is suffering, wanting you to suffer. Yeah, they were messing with the dead. They can't mess with the dead anymore in the reverse. So this is a dirty cop, police, federal case. This is why the feds are involved. Because this was the police doing this. This is some type of police. A dirty cop. This is why the feds are involved. Because this involves the police. A dirty cop abusing their power. Collective, peace out. That was the story. That was the reading. That was the energy. Take it as it resonates, because you know your story. Look, dirty cop police coming out again as I split the deck to shuffle. This is the dirty cop police that was involved. That's why the feds are involved. Yeah, clinging energy. Yeah, you're going through a spiritual awakening. And they don't have no protection. Yeah, again, dirty cop police. This is a dirty cop police. A power abuser. That's shallow and superficial. Online community. Three's a crowd. There's about to be a breakup soon. This was all a test and they failed. A tough decision needs to be made and they didn't make the right decision. That being in the reverse. Yeah, look. I'm telling you. Private eye detective, FBI. I'm ending it there. I'm telling you. Tough decision. The red and blue. Red and blue. White. Red and blue. The boys. A tough decision needs to be made. A federal case. These stupid ass got themselves a federal case. I'm done. That's how we ending it. Because it don't get no more. confirmation than this. I don't even know what the word I was gonna say, but you can't get more confirmation than this. They fucked, collective. They're fucked. If you dealing with some neighbor shit, upstairs neighbors, they're fucked. My upstairs neighbors are fucked. My upstairs neighbors and their mother and their father and their uncle, this old school friend that they were working with, and whoever the fuck they were working with, they all fucked. Yes, there is. That was the message, collective. Let me ring this. Let's remove this. This message is over. Let's ring. To remove all and cleanse all the negative energies and entities out this energy in this reading, and to close this message. Thank you, spirits, as always, for exposing these dumbass people. Collective, remember, take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't make anything stick or it's going to make you sick. And if you feel the need to sow a seed, don't hesitate to donate to me, collective. And look out later on for a link. I've created an album. Another one, but this one is not for free. You won't be able to listen to this one for free on the Mac. This one, if you want to purchase it, you can purchase it on Gumroad. I'm going to be uploading it on there. And if you purchase this album, you will get one of my free books that I created as well. And it is going to come along with the lyrics, so you can sing with the song too. So look out for that. It'll be ready tonight. I'll share the link for y'all tonight, collective. But this is my personal journey. This is me expressing myself through music. And yes, I'm using AI to help me do it. You got to use the tools to your best of the abilities until you can't use them no more, right? So that's what I'm going to motherfucking do. And we're going to express myself. And I'm expressing myself through the music. And through a bunch of other things that I already do. So collective, look out for that album. If you want to purchase that album and support me, it's greatly appreciated. One of the songs that is in the album is already uploaded, so you can hear on my audio Mac. I think I shared it in my community, so go feel free to listen to that song. So, peace out, collective, and I'll talk to you later. And look out for the link in my community if you're interested in purchasing the album that I created. It'll be up a little bit later tonight. Peace out. Enjoy your day. Have a productive, prosperous day. Stay protected. Stay prayed up. And you already know we still in this new moon energy, moon cycle. So you already know. You already know. And you already know. I don't got to tell y'all, collective. You already know. Peace out.